But the dead were disturbed, I can tell.
Do you mind if I go in there?
Oh, please, you mustn't.
Why? Why not?
Yeah, he just explained it pretty well there, bub. You're nobody. He has no frame of reference for your presence, Jason, and yet you're like, hi, my friend was wandering down to the graveyard. Perhaps he might have broken into a tomb. Would you mind if I go in and see if he stole all the jewels?
Dark shadows.
Well, hey there. Do you like dark shadows? Hello, I am Joel Sharpton, one half of the Articulate Coven, and your host for this watch of the original supernatural soap opera Dark Shadows. We have just begun the actual show, apparently. I love the way that these are broken up on streaming platforms. We've discovered it's mostly based on the length of the DVD sets, effectively. However, we are up to season 1. Episode 2 now of the proper Dark Shadows in their listings. We've gone through 6 seasons of Dark Shadows, the beginning, more than 200 episodes under us now, and Barnabas has arrived. We've seen a hand, a ring, some fingers wrapped around the neck of Willie Loomis, which I could tell you I wanted him throttled a little bit over the last couple of weeks. And today, I think he's going to show up at Collinwood in person. I do want to remind you, if you're watching these on YouTube, you could have had them early, ad-free, more often. ArticulateCoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. And I sure do appreciate all of our patrons for making these videos possible. Let's get into today's episode 211 of Dark Shadows.
But the fears that he created have not disappeared with him. Wherever he is, some violence surely is taking place.
I'll give this one to them. This is a good enough finale to have a full-on recap and watch him get throttled again. Look at that grin. Hey, seriously though, the grin on his face through all of this has been, It's Jack from The Shining, right? What is his name? Anyway, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. Right? Torrance, Jack Torrance. Excellent cold open. I can totally buy that. I do want to say that I know some of you have mentioned that we don't use the word vampire. I think specifically we end up using the word undead pretty early on. Also, I think they're very vague on the drinking of blood for a long time too. At least censors at the time would have, kept us pretty close to the vest, I imagine. All right, next morning here.
Willie is not famous for his anonymity.
It was bad enough when he was here, but at least I thought we were keeping an eye on him. Now, who knows what he's up to?
Or maybe he decided to leave without any fond farewells.
I can imagine him leaving without any fond farewells, but not without the money.
Well,
Yeah, that's the thing, man. He would never have left without the money. And you know that too, Jason. It's one of the reasons why you have not offered to give it back to Liz yet. The other reason is you're hoping that Willie's dead somewhere and that you could just keep it, I'm sure. But in the meantime, we know what's going on.
and isn't that our assurance that he'll turn up sooner or later?
Also, this is one of those episodes, I think, where we've got an audio issue. This sounds like much lower quality audio. My guess is this is one where we've got a salvaged version of the episode. That's come up not infrequently in the
I
past.
don't want it sooner or later. I want it now.
But I've looked for him every place conceivable.
Well, I suggest you look for him in a few inconceivable places. Knowing Willie, that's probably where he'll be.
I mean, I don't know that any of you have conceived of it yet. It's not inconceivable that he would have tried to rob a grave, but none of you have conceived of it for sure.
You can make up his room later in the day.
He'll be gone by then?
I'm sure he will. Will you let me know when he's gone?
I didn't really think he was leaving.
Mrs. Johnson. Why did you say that?
Because he didn't act like somebody that was getting ready to go anywhere.
What are you talking about?
I saw him prowling around the tool shed
The tool shed. When?
last night.
Why would you tell this to Jason and not Elizabeth, Mrs. Johnson? Why would you not tell it to Burke, your secret paid employer? Jason McGuire is just a grifter who was sort of nice to you one time. Come on.
You know he's thinking something, but you have no idea exactly what it is.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Of course, you're such an old friend of his. You probably know what he's thinking all the time.
Well, in this particular instance, I'm not so sure.
I mean, Jason at least has already named it. I don't know why he won't take it one step further and go like, where are the graves? I should just go check the graveyards. Yeah, Jason, you know what he's doing here.
But sometimes I like telling him things.
What kind of things, Mrs. Johnson?
Well, family things.
You and Willie discussed your family.
Oh, not my family. You wouldn't get 2 words out of me about my family. No, this family, the Collins family.
Oh.
Oh.
And what would you talk
Oh.
about, the two of you?
Well, we didn't talk so much as that he asked me questions.
What kind of questions?
Well, about things like family history.
Well, now.
Okay, first of all, I think she's already given him some of this exposition. And second of all, Clarice, listen to what you're saying there, Mrs. Johnson. You're like, you know, I really enjoyed talking to him. He was so interested. He would just ask me question after question about the Collins family. The Collins family, by the way, who she hates, who she blames for Bill Malloy's death, who she thinks, you know, Roger Collins is a ne'er-do-well who drinks too much and bosses around other people.
He was very interested in the legend. Not that I believe in legends.
Oh, what legend?
Well, that some of the Collins family had their jewels buried with them.
Buried? With them?
Yes, according to the legend, especially the Naomi Collins legend.
Oh, now what was that one?
Well, she was given jewels by a pirate, and she wore them to her grave. Did you ever hear a thing like that?
No, it doesn't seem very likely, does it?
It's nonsense.
Mrs. Johnson, where was this woman buried?
Well, that's what your friend asked me.
Willie did? And what did you tell him? That she was buried with the rest of the family?
No, that's the strange thing. She was buried in that little cemetery 5 miles north of here, Eagle Hill. Why did you want to know?
Curiosity.
There's too many people curious about such things.
Oh, yes, I agree with you.
Genuinely, Mrs. Johnson has lost all ability to sleuth, apparently. You had that man lay out that much with those sorts of reactions, and you're just like, oh, I'm sure it's all fine. Just exactly as it should be. Vastly different chime there, isn't it? Uh-oh. There's our caretaker. Discovered the open door.
Who's there? Evil. That's what's here. I can feel it in the air. Evil.
Our secret door has closed, by the way. I'm sure you've all noticed that.
Evil. I know you're here.
Okay, I'm glad the caretaker hasn't been killed yet. I'm going to hold out hope that he makes it through this episode at least.
He should never have come here. I should never have let him stay.
Oh, then someone was here. Now, was he a young man?
The last living man I'll ever allow here. No one may ever come here again.
Look, old man. I don't know who you are, but if there was a young man here, I want to know when he was here and what he did and where he went.
Yeah. So does this fella. Actually, all he knows is that he broke into the tomb, but he still doesn't know why or what the purpose of it all was.
But he had no respect.
Well, will you please tell me what he did?
Yes. Come with me. There, you see what he's done?
No, I don't see anything.
Don't you see the door is open? The lock is broken.
Did someone break in there?
The young man you described.
Boy, Jason, I know this caretaker is maybe not the most eloquent character on the show, but you are taking a long time to put it two and two together here, sir.
Evil hovers there. Can't you feel it?
No, I can't say that I do. Well, is that all that happened now? Just a lock broken? I mean, nothing inside was disturbed, was it?
Yes.
What? You mean that somebody disturbed the coffin?
No, nothing that profane, but the dead were disturbed, I can tell.
Do you mind if I go in there?
Oh, please, you mustn't.
Why? Why not?
Yeah, he just explained it pretty well there, bub. You're nobody. He has no frame of reference for your presence, Jason, and yet you're like, hi, my friend was wandering down to the graveyard. Perhaps he might have broken into a tomb. Would you mind if I go in and see if he stole all the jewels?
Isn't it quite possible that he wasn't here in the first place?
Oh, but someone was here. The lock was broken. It must have been him.
If Willie'd been here, there'd be more evidence than that.
What do you mean?
He's not the kind to get this far and then just stop.
Stop what?
Nothing. The important thing is that I'm satisfied that he was not here. Thanks for the tour.
Well, now, you tell him he must never come here again.
Well, I was just telling you that he wasn't the one that was here.
Found some tools, did you? Did you, Jason? Okay. Jason's not going to get eaten. Feel pretty confident on that. I do wonder if Willie is gone or not.
He's here.
Found a cigarette butt.
Yes, I must tell your friend never to come here again.
I just told you. He wasn't the one that was here.
You still haven't found him.
He was definitely the one that was there. And it is sad that we still haven't found him. I'm shocked that we're going to go this whole episode and not see Barnabas. I wonder if maybe he'll show up as a teaser at the end of it. And again, how long does Willie stay out of the picture? Is that version of Willie gone, period? And we'll get the actor back, but as a different character in a one of our flashback periods? I don't know.
Will he be gone?
I told you I'd do my best.
Well, there's your answer, Mrs. Johnson.
And now, if you'll excuse me.
I always have.
Whoever the dialogue writer is has been punching up these comebacks, especially for our ladies lately. Kudos. Excellent work. Excellent work.
Nobody hangs up a thing around here.
There he is.
Yes?
I'd like to see Mrs. Stoddard, if you'd be so kind.
Mrs. Stoddard?
This is Collinwood, isn't it?
Yes.
And the mistress here is Mrs. Elizabeth Collins Stoddard, is she not?
Yes.
Then perhaps you'd do me the courtesy to inform Mrs. Stoddard that her cousin is calling and wishes to pay his respects.
Her cousin?
Yes, her cousin from England.
From England? Oh, please, come in.
I'd be delighted, thank you.
I just want to point out Mrs. Johnson is the one responsible for inviting him. I don't know if these vampires have to be invited, particularly since this is probably Barnabas's home. But there he is. He came in because Miss Johnson let him. Love that they're hiding his face. This is so fantastic.
Would you like to wait in the drawing room?
Here would be fine, thank you.
Oh, well, I'll let Mrs. Stoddard know you're here.
You do that, madam. What a handsome
madam.
devil.
If you would, you may tell her that it's Barnabas Collins.
Bold. Using the same name, huh? I would have gone maybe Barnabas Jr. at least. There we are in front of our crypt. Great episode from Liz, as always. Barnabas. Now see, I hate it when they do that. We didn't even get our proper credits. I'm going to have to look up his name. I don't know his name off the top of my head. Jonathan Frid played Barnabas Collins, a Canadian actor. All right. Born in 1924, December 2nd, 1924. Passed away April 14th, 2012. From Hamilton, Canada. Hey, I do want to point out, because I thought this was a pretty cool thing here. So episode that was episode 211 of Dark Shadows. Episode 211 premiered. It originally aired on April 17th, 1967. Episode 210 aired on April 16th, 1967. And as I record this, it's April 14th. You guys are getting episode 210. You'll get it a little bit later than that, but in the middle of April anyway. I do think it's kind of cool that we are watching this basically at the right time of year for it to have originally aired. Let's enjoy what we have before us, folks. Barnabas has arrived and Dark Shadows has begun in earnest. I am so excited for all of you watching these with me, and I hope that you will stay tuned. We've got so much more to come. If you are watching on YouTube, you can get them early, ad-free, more often, all at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with episode 212